Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my January, hopefully my 2019 low buy, and my new series monthly makeup bag. So today's going to be fun because I feel like I'm literally dying. Thank you, that time of the month. And I just want to sit down and kind of film like a chill video for you guys, and hopefully get my mind off the fact that my girl parts feel like someone's punching me in the stomach. So for 2019 I decided to do a low buy. We're gonna see how long this lasts because it's already January and I've bought like 3 things, so it's not going well. But I really want to focus this year on using up the products that I own skincare and makeup wise and stop buying so many things that I do not need. It's a real struggle for me. I really get sucked into the hype of products on Instagram, here on YouTube, and even if they're not right for me, I purchase them anyway. I'm sure a lot of people have this issue as well because it's pretty common here on YouTube to just buy a lot of shit. So I have a few things that I'm going to implement this year on my channel to kind of help me use up products and hopefully keep me accountable for not purchasing so many products I don't need. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing is a monthly makeup bag. So every month I'm going to feature some products here on my channel that I either want to use up or get more use out of. I used to do this over on our blog. I don't know if you guys really read that, but I used to do this every month on my blog, and then I stopped doing it, and now I'm going to start doing it again. So that is one way I'm going to try and buy less shit in 2019. Another way I'm going to be doing that is trying to implement one new skincare product into my routine every month. I have a backup drawer of skincare products that it just keeps piling and piling and piling, and for some reason I keep buying products. So instead of buying products, I'm going to shop my skincare stash every month and pick one product that I want to feature and use, and then do a huge review on it at the end of the month. So those are the 2 main things. I also want to start implementing different types of content here on YouTube and Instagram having to do with photography and fashion, because I'm hoping by exploring those interests of mine as well, it will stop me from buying so much makeup. Fingers crossed. But today, we're going to be talking about my monthly makeup bag for January. This is backwards. So I put all the products in this little bag that I want to use up and or just use in the month of January, and I'm just going to go through and kind of talk about each product, why I like it or don't like it, why I want to use it up, would I repurchase it or not in the far future, and yeah, that's about it. So I'm just going to dig through here randomly and pick things out. First up being this Fresh Face Instant Glow Luminizer. This is in the shade Sunset. It's basically a liquid highlighter that I use as a kind of glowy base product. So I purchased this because Alana Davison featured it in an Instagram story, and I was like, well, Alana uses it, obviously I need to use it. So I went out and purchased it, and at first I really liked it, but as I started using it and using other products liked it, I realized that it's not really great as a base product. It dries down pretty matte and dry, so while it does give you a glow from like the shimmer that's in here, it doesn't help hydrate or make the skin actually look dewy. It just looks like I slapped some shimmer on my face. So while I like the color and I like the effect it gives, I wish it was a little bit better. And now I do have a product that does do what I want this to do, so I don't really reach for this one anymore. So I'm going to try and use this up, and no, I would not repurchase this in the future. This is a great example of a product that I did not need, but purchased it because my favorite person ever on Instagram talked about it. Alright, so next up, let's see what we got in here. What is this? This is the Almay Thickening Mascara. It's in this purple tube. Obviously, it's supposed to thicken your lashes. I bought this a few times actually over the summer. I do really enjoy this mascara. It kind of gives me Lancome Monsieur Big vibes. It gives a lot of volume at the base of your lashes, but it still lengthens when it gets to the little tips. That was weird. And it doesn't make your lashes look spidery. So I do really love this mascara. I've just had this tube for a while, so I want to use it up before it goes bad. Would I repurchase this in the future? Yes, once I get through the 10 mascaras that I have already as backups. but I do really like it. I think it gives a really nice effect. And if you were looking at purchasing the Lancome Monster Big but don't want to spend the money on it, I would highly recommend checking this out first because I think it gives a very similar effect to that mascara. Alright, next up we have, this is the Bobbi Brown Bronzing Powder in Golden Light, if my camera will focus. This is what this product looks like. I have a weakness for bronzer. Again, I think this is a product that Alana Davison used and I had to purchase it. I do really like this product. It's a really nice tone for my skin tone. It has a really nice undertone. The powder is really nice and soft, so it blends really easily. I just have a shit ton of bronzers and I never reach for this one. I've also discovered that I have a love for cream bronzer because my skin is really dry. Powder sometimes look very drying on my skin. So the last probably 4 or 5 months, I've only been using cream bronzer on my skin. So I've really neglected all of my powder bronzers. So I want to just try and get more use out of this month. This isn't a product that I'm necessarily going to be able to use up because powder products are so hard to finish, for me at least. But I definitely want to see a little bit of a dent in here, maybe some hit and pan, I don't know. But this is definitely a product I want to get more use out of. Would I repurchase it in the future? Yes and no. It's a really good shade match for me, but again, I have been reaching for cream products more. If my skin changes drastically within the next few years and somehow it gets really oily, I would maybe repurchase this if I start using powder bronzers more. But I think for the near future, I'm going to focus on just buying cream products or not buying products at all and using the cream bronzers that I have. Revelations. Alright, moving on. Next up we have, this is the Natasha Denona Face Glow Foundation. I have this in the shade 20. This is the second lightest shade. They have a kind of weird shade system. It's very strange. I bought this because Samantha Ravindal raved about it, and I do really like this product. It is a very nice lightweight coverage base. I actually have it on my skin today. It looks super natural. It gives nice light coverage, which I love. It doesn't cling to any texture. It doesn't cause any irritation on my skin. The only thing that severely irritates me about this product, well, there's two things. A, the packaging sucks. It's in this pump, but the pump is so short that sometimes even though there's product in here, it's all down here in the bottom half of the pump, so it can't pump up. Usually with products like this, I don't have an issue, but for some reason, this product I do. So that really annoys me. And the second thing is the consistency is very gel-like, so it's not my favorite consistency. I love the way it looks on my skin, but I just find that it's a little bit hard to work with. So would I repurchase this in the future? It's kind of iffy right now. I'm on the fence. I absolutely love the way it looks on my skin, and I absolutely love the product, the coverage, but I hate the packaging, and the consistency just kind of really throws me off. I do have other lightweight foundations that those two things aren't a factor for me, so I might repurchase those before I repurchase this. But for now, I do want to try and get more use out of it and see how the prolonged use of it makes me feel about those two things. I feel like I'm rambling. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Bottom line is, I may or may not repurchase this in the future. I don't really know yet. Alright, next up we have the It Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil in Universal Taupe. This bad boy has been in my collection for such a long time. I have featured this in multiple makeup bags over on my blog, and somehow it's still kicking. Usually eyebrow pencils are pretty easy to use up for me because I A, use them every day, and B, there's not usually a ton of product in them. But for some reason, this little thing will not die. I don't love this product. I think the tip is a super, oh, my ring is, okay. Anyway, I think the tip, I can't talk. I think the tip of this pencil is shaped super weirdly. It's more of a rectangle than like a point or like a definer triangle, and you just can't get precise lines with it, and you can't get small lines. So usually my eyebrows end up looking like blocks when I use this pencil. but I do really like the shade, so that's the only defining quality about it. So I am trying to use it up. I think what I'm going to do is use it for the month of January. Wherever I am at the end of the month of January, I'm just going to toss it because I can't do it anymore. I need to move on with my life. Next up, we have this Jouer highlighter in Citrine. You're going to get to see my entire filming setup. I bought this because of all the hype around this brand and product. What was it, like a year ago? I don't even know. And I bought it and it's okay. It's nice on the skin, but it doesn't blow me away. And I find that sometimes it really clings to texture. And I just have other highlighters that I like more. So my goal for this month is to get some use out of it, see if that opinion changes. If it doesn't, I'm probably going to pass this along to a friend or something. I don't know. And if it does change, I'll obviously keep it. But I'm really just trying to form a better opinion on it. Also, I've only used it a handful of times, and it already looks like it's been to hell and back. Like, look at that. I've used it like 3 times. I don't know. Moving on. I'm running out of places to put these products. There we go. So there's 3 products left in here, and next up we have this Makeup Forever Aqua Color Paint XL in the shade I-50. It's just like this really pretty champagne shade. This is one of the first cream shadows that I ever purchased because I was scared of cream shadows. But now that I've purchased more, I just don't find that this formula really is the best for me. It dries down super quickly, and when it dries down, it kind of loses some of that shimmer. So it kind of defeats the purpose of a shimmery cream eyeshadow. I also find that there's not a lot of product in here. I've used this maybe a handful of times, and it's like almost completely empty. So this is definitely a product that I'm going to try and use up this month, and then I wouldn't repurchase. The Stila Shimmer and Glows are better, the Marc Jacob Pot shadows are better, the Tarte shadows are better. There are just so many other better options. The nude sticks are better, so I won't be repurchasing this. Next up, we have the Glossier Stretch Concealer. Again, another pretty like cult favorite product. Everyone kind of kisses Glossier's butt. I'm one of those people. I really do like this brand. I think they have some really spot on products, such as this concealer. I really love this concealer for a lightweight coverage base. It's super creamy and kind of sticky almost. So it makes my under eyes actually look really bright and dewy and not dry and old, which is nice. So I do really like this concealer. I have had it for a really long time, and the shelf life is only 6 months. Usually I tend to not just go off of the little thing on here. I try to find like an online site that lets you put in the batch code, and then it tells you how long it's good for, because usually the stuff on here is a little bit shorter than what the actual batch code will tell you. But for Glossier, you can't find that shit anywhere. So just based off this, it has a shelf life of 6 months, and I've definitely had it probably over a year. So in January, I'm going to see how much of this I can use up, and then after that, probably toss it and repurchase it eventually. Hopefully maybe in the next 6 months or something when I use up some other concealers. But this product will definitely be repurchased in the future because I do really like it. I think it's one of Glossier's better products. Glossier is one of those brands that's very hit or miss for me. They have some really amazing products that I love, but they also have some duds. So the last product that I have in here is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion in the shade 903. I really love this product. It's a great like bronzy glow product if you want just like a little bit of color and a lot of glow. I do have this in another shade that's a little bit lighter that I find works a little bit better for my skin. I also have 2 other bronzing primers that I would reach for over this one, so that's why I'm gonna try and use this up within the next month, because while I do really like this product, I think the other shade works better for me, and then when I want something bronzing, I reach for something else. So I'm gonna try and use this up. Would I repurchase it? Yes, in that other shade, no in this shade. But it is a really nice product if you're looking for something that's more affordable and want something that's going to give you some glow, maybe some bronze. I do really like these. They don't cause any irritation on my sensitive skin. They're super lightweight but still hydrating enough to give a nice grippy primer for makeup. And I do really like the effect that they give to the skin. I'm a lot of loss for words right now. So that was all the products in this month's monthly makeup bag. Let me know what you guys think about this. Would you like to join in a monthly makeup bag little showdown? If so, let me know what products you're gonna try and use up in the month of January or for the next 4 weeks, because I put this video out late. I would love to know how you guys feel about kind of switching gears here on my channel a little bit and including more content than just beauty, so I don't feel like I'm buying too much stuff. I definitely want to explore some fashion stuff, maybe some photography, and I think it'd be really cool. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.